everyone, I am Plankera, and today we're going to be finished drawing this picture of Manticore from Arknights. So I was good and managed to not look at it at all yesterday. So this way I can take a look at it and see if there's any changes that I want to make. I always do this last step as just a way to how should I say this? Avoid getting caught up in the moment of being happy that I finished something. Because it's like when I get like that, it can be easy to just kind of ignore faults. So that this way I can be like, heck yeah, it's done and it looks great. And then the other is just my usual, wanting to take a break and let my eyes recalibrate and revisit it with fresh eyes. So it's just the usual thing that I always do combined with wanting to step away from almost finishing something. Very important step for me. So there's not much left to do, but this isn't a step that I really want to gloss over. And so now that I'm looking at it here, I see that I missed a weird shadow up there that I need to fix. So let's do that. A little weird spot right here too, so let's smooth that guy out. Normally this step doesn't take very long, but I might make it take a little longer than it otherwise would. And yeah, it looks like there's a bit of it left on this layer. Okay. I might have to... yeah, I should just redo these two. So let me make sure that there's nothing else in particular I need to fix. Actually, I'm gonna go back a bit. Go. Okay, never mind. I was gonna see if I could go back and remove those layers before changing anything. But this is fine. So, let's see. The other thing that I wasn't quite sure on was, when I had all the other layers, the eye whites seemed a little bit bright, and they kind of felt washed out, so I'm going to come down here and just darken them a little bit. But this way her eyes don't seem so washed out when it comes time. But it's gonna look a little bit weird here, but that's fine. It should look better once I have everything else redone. I'm taking another really good look. I'm gonna go zoom in. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna straighten out right around here. There's always a couple of things I want to fix whenever I come back from not looking at the picture for a very long time. This is pretty normal. Just thought that little spot looked a little bit weird. I'm just kind of going through and scrutinizing everything. Really making sure that there's nothing I missed, because this is going to be what the final picture looks like. Once we get through here, it's just going to be done, and then I'm going to post it on the internet, and then I don't make any changes. It's like I know I could, but I don't like going back and making changes to pictures after I've declared them done. Like, I think the only time I've done that in recent memory was when I mislabeled something on a character design sheet. And I just wanted to go back and fix the label for my own purposes. But yeah, I think everything's looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else. Okay. Let's go put everything back then. So I'll do my blur tricks again. And now for the next one. Just go in and add a little bit of depth of field blur kind of thing. Really bring out the focal point. Just the same thing I was doing yesterday. I just wanted to have it all be a little bit cleaner. Just I needed to fix that shadow up on the top of the hair. That looked pretty bad. It's just a matter of cleaning up the areas that I don't want to be blurred. See, this is why I say don't worry too much about redoing work. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't take that long. If it makes it look better, then it's worth it, right? I guess it depends on how long it takes. Time is an important factor, too. Just making sure that I have all the spots in focus that I want to be in focus, and all that jazz. Okay, now I'm gonna go turn on my filter layers again. This is making her eyes look very yellow. Go take a look at the eye white layer. I might just be able to fix that without redoing all the blurs. Let's see. I think it actually looked a little bit better before. That kind of thing happens sometimes. I'm pretty sure these were the colors I was using, so I think I can just kind of go in and reapply the color. Yeah, that should be fine. Times it just doesn't quite work out. Yeah, that definitely looks better. Guess it put it into making it that much darker, put it into mid-tone range, where it then had a lot of the yellow filters that I was using on the hair, and it just didn't look great. So, yeah, I think that's the final bit of my process there. Super quick. I just always like to take another look at things before I declare it done. So all that's really left is to upload it, which I will do hopefully later today. I want to take all my stream footage here and make a sped up version for everyone to be able to watch. I knew this would be fairly quick, and I'm having to decide if I want to start another picture right now, or if I should just... Like, I don't want to end the stream just yet, but... Let's see. I guess I'll just, mess around with some stuff. I have some ideas for what to draw next, but haven't completely decided yet. So I'll just do some hand warm-ups while I kind of think about what I want to do. I guess I can talk about what I do when I go to start a new one. I always like to start at perfectly 50% gray like this. This way I can see dark areas and light areas, and I find the gray a little bit less harsh on my eyes than just the pure white. And when I go about deciding something to draw, sometimes it comes to me, sometimes I just kind of try things until I find something I like. I had a couple of ideas for more Arknights drawings, and also a couple of ideas for some of Path to Nowhere fan art. 'Cause I like that game too. I do like tower defense. Path to Nowhere is a bit different. I haven't really liked the direction the game is going. It seems much more strongly focused on just raw DPS and optimizing that than it does just finding creative solution to things. So that's made me a bit sad, but I do enjoy the writing still, so I'm still in it. And the character designs are quite good. For what I'm doing right now, I tend to get a little bit anxious when I'm trying to start a new picture, especially if I have no particular plans like I do right now, so I just kind of draw shapes, get my hand a bit loose. And I guess when I'm thinking about what I want to draw, I think I'll go with one of the Arknights ideas I had, with Ines coming out of a shadow or something. So with Manticore here, I drew it in kind of my cel-shaded style, and all the improvements that I've made to that lately. My idea with Ines was actually to do it in my minimalist style. Probably what I'm more known for on Reddit. Just because I haven't posted very much stuff like this before. So let's see, for that I probably want a canvas that's a bit more square, so let's do that. Let's just bring this up to a solid 4,000 on both sides. And then I'll go in and make the canvas gray again. So I'm not really sure what I want to do for posing or anything yet, but I'm probably gonna have a big ol' black shadow on the ground. Maybe have it come up here or something, and just have it be kind of blobby. I don't know what I want to do yet, so I'm just putting down shapes. See if I can't get something that I enjoy. This may or may not be the one that I continue doing. It's like I probably will fully draw this idea at some point, but I haven't really thought it through very much. Okay. So I picked this color from her. It might be a little bit too bright. Yeah, I should probably use one of the darker reds. That's a bit much, even for this style. Besides, if I use one of the darker reds, it'll be a little bit edgier. That definitely suits her aesthetic. This might be too dark, but this is fine for now. It doesn't hurt my eyes working with it, and I can change it anytime I want. I don't know. Oh, it's like, do I want her... I like the idea of her hair kind of melding with it. So I'll draw something vaguely hair-like. And... if that's her hair, then that means her head is probably somewhere around here. I'm not really naming my layers yet, because I'm just derping. Sometimes I do this on multiple layers, sometimes I don't. It depends on my mood, really. And... I don't know, shape of the body, something like this, maybe? Get some arms in there that'll show off where the pose is. I don't know, it's not working for me. See, normally when I'm deciding what to draw, it takes me some time and I just kind of have to sit there and think about it for a bit. I just try to get one solid starting point, whether that be a pose or a concept. And then I start working it out from there. Well, since I'm not a fan, I'm just gonna remove those and we'll try again. Right now I'm just kind of doodling. Let me look at her Elite 2 art. That might give me some ideas. Yeah, that's about what I remember. I can't quite remember the exact line that made me think of drawing something like this. But I just think the idea, you know, the moving through shadows superpower is always very stylish. Like, I can't really see yet, but these are going to be legs. Maybe coming up here. A lot of the early part is very abstract. Maybe an arm or something like this. See, when I have a better idea of what I want to draw, I tend to be a little bit cleaner, but when I really have no idea what I'm doing, it's just kind of like this. Scribbles everywhere. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to know what you're doing. Enough for a general idea. Like a little bit more strongly that way. This one's straighter. Yeah, this is a pretty okay pose. With lobby shadow beneath. I do always think that this kind of power is very stylish. Very appropriate for my minimalist style. I guess I can talk about a little bit about the difference between my minimalist style and the cell shaded style I did with Manticore. It can be a little bit tricky to do it without showing it, but the idea behind the minimalist style was always use as few colors as possible and have the various parts kind of blend together and get lost. Like this edgier. Something like this. So it's very heavily focused on shapes kind of working together. And I think especially for this one I can get away with only using 3 colors, and that'll be black, white, and red. Which honestly is a great combination that I really love using. Oh yeah, I might do something like this. I think this looks pretty cool. Granted, it looks more like the shadows are eating her, but that's fine. So right now I think I'm just gonna kind of figure out what I want to do with the pose. Do I want this leg straight and this one bent? Or do I like it better the other way? I think it was better the other way. You're probably gonna hear a lot of just talking to myself. I hope it all makes sense. Kind of want this part to be a little bit straighter. I want you to be able to see her legs somewhat. Maybe I just need to bring the knee a little bit higher. Something like this, maybe. Right now, I'm not at all worried about proportions or anything. I'm just trying to find a really cool pose. I can get away with that much more strongly in my minimalist style. That just lives and dies on being cool. Maybe not cool, but whatever emotion I'm going for. Most of the time it's cool. Sometimes it's... a couple of times it's meant to be relaxing, but... most of the time it's cool. Let's see, where are the eyes gonna go? Where are they gonna look? I'll just put in something. Like, this makes it look super dumb, but I just need to know where she's gonna be looking. I'm not gonna be able to see it with them looking that silly. So let's just get implications in the shadows of my head that I drew here. I was hoping for something a little bit more elegant. Maybe I just need to straighten out this arm. Make it look a little bit less intense. Or maybe I just need her head going in a different direction. It's like I thought it looked neat with the head going the opposite direction of the body, but that might actually be a little bit too much. Makes it look perhaps a little bit less controlled. Maybe I should show less leg. Let's try it. Draw a little further down here. Put some more spiky bits. I don't think I like the spiky bits going all the way around. We'll see if I change my mind. And then could potentially... Oops. Oh, okay. Have like thighs or something through here that I then cover with the skirt and have kind of the shadow parts going in. Make it look more like they're coming out and just melding with the shadows and stuff. Yeah, I think I'm starting to see it in my head. Holding something. Something like that. Something like that. It's probably pretty hard to see for, you know, everyone that cannot read my mind. But I think it's starting to kind of come together. I really do like the chest here, doing that. Maybe kind of like this. Have a nice serious face here. Oh yeah, very serious face. This is often the part where I take a look at images for some inspiration. So right now I'm trying to figure out how I should make these shadows look. So I'm looking around at like her Elite 2 art and stuff like that. But oddly enough, her Elite 2 art doesn't really seem to have too many shadows in it. It all looks more like cloth to me, but maybe that's just how they're representing it. Gotta play around with hair a little bit. Do I want it like fanning it out here? Matching the shadows is kind of interesting, but if I do it too much, since they'll be the same color, it's gonna be really hard to see. Behind. I do kind of like the idea of just her hair kind of melting with it. But I'm not entirely sure what kind of shadow tendrils I want to use. I guess I won't worry about it for now. I like the pose, so I can refine the pose a little bit more. I'll start drawing ahead. Gotta separate this from the body here. I can start naming my layers. Definitely should do that, so... This way I know what's going on. My future self will thank me for taking a few seconds to name some layers. Normally I would make it white for her skin tone, but honestly I'm kind of digging this just being black and red, so I might just leave it like that. We shall see. Like I said, I don't have a super clear image of this one in my head, so I'm just kind of trying things out. We're just gonna draw a big old bald head here. I'm not gonna worry about how it connects or anything yet, just... as long as it looks like a head, it's fine. A head at the angle that I want it to be at. And I'll make it... later I'll make it look more like Ines' head. Go. That's good enough for now. It's probably going to be changed a million times as the process goes on, so... let's get something I can tolerate for the eyes here. If I end up using other colors, it'll definitely be... or if I end up caving and using white, it'll definitely be for eyes. No, for now, let's just... what kind of eyes does she have anyway? Oh, they're actually pretty big. Okay. So hers go kinda... more like this. I don't know if I'm gonna keep her eyelashes red like this, but it looks pretty good for now. I don't know a lot of things. I don't have to know a lot of things. Just go. See what happens. It's fine. Something like that, I guess. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a nose or a mouth drawn here, but for now, we'll just do something like that, just so I have a bit of an expression. And I might separate these into separate layers, or change colors, or, you know, any of that stuff. It's fine. I'll figure that out later. Well, we got a basic head down, so that's nice. I can kinda start figuring out the body a little bit. Head might be tilted a little bit too far in that direction. We'll see how unnatural the body going the other direction looks with her head like that. I think I actually want this shoulder raised. Yeah, that's much better. Here we go. As you can see, I'm still not being super concerned with proportions, just trying to kind of lay out how I want everything to be. Not even trying to make the pose look supernatural or anything. Just want it to kind of exist. Going for as much action as possible. Especially with this style, the overall, you know, gesture, the movement of the pose is just way more important than it being accurate. Yeah, something like that. And have her holding one of her weapons or something. Circle is good enough for a hand for the time being. We'll probably do something like this for the final version. I kind of cut into it and use that to separate these two areas. Alright. Time to do some experiments with the shadow itself. It's like I like the idea of the shadowy tendrils and stuff. Maybe they all have to kind of go in different directions. Actually, before I do that, this is going to be a heavy-duty experimentation. I'm going to keep a copy of the old version. I'll just go in and try things. I'm going to go for something inky. I might use one of my more textured brushes for it. I'm not sure yet. I want to kind of wrap it around her. I don't think so, because this is going to be more important in the end. And this is what makes me think I might have to use white for skin. I normally do, so... I normally do, so let's take a look. I can just invert it. And this way I can... Let's see, what are her bangs like? Split down the middle. They do this. And this is all still just super messy, and it's fine. A little bit less on this side. Get some movement in her hair going. Always feels weird to start a new piece right after finishing one, just because, like, suddenly I'm right back at the stage where everything looks bad, and I don't know what I'm doing. It's fine, I'll get there. It'll all work out. But yeah, I think I am gonna have to go with the white for her skin here. But yeah, I think the moment we're... Okay, yeah, I think I kind of see where this is going. So what I can do is kind of start having her hair move in the same way as the other shadows that I drew. And have it, be kind of unclear which parts are shadows and which parts are just her hair, and kind of have them meld together. Something like that. Gonna resize some things, this way I have a little bit more space for shenanigans with the shadow bit. I think I'm gonna need to make all of these things thicker. Because right now it's not quite working out for me. Okay, just try another thing. I think that's a bit better. Might still need to resize things, but that I can do, and then I can have smaller branches from that, but right now it's still looking more like fire. And I don't know if I like that. I think it might just be the kind of thing where I kind of have to spend a few hours looking through Google. Let's get her clothes on her. I don't know how much of her legs I want to be showing right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to get the vest here. And it goes up and around her neck and stuff. And then it hangs down, and I can probably do a little bit with having it flutter open in the middle. Keep things interesting. Skirt is super ultra tight, so that's gonna be very tight. And we're just gonna roll with it. And then I'm gonna grab the red, put the little red bit that's on our collar. Oh wait, it goes the other way. Oops. Take two. Red bit in our collar. There we go. And then there's like a red part hanging down here. Belt. Belt's not quite at that angle. More of a double belt where it kind of does stuff like this. And then a bunch of... Man, what even is all that stuff hanging off her belt? I don't know. I'm not sure the artist does either, if I'm being entirely honest. Probably just drew something that they thought looked really cool. And to be fair, it kind of does. And then... kind of has a capey thing coming off here. I'll put that in the back. Alright. And then her weapons looks kind of like a very, very ornate dagger. It's kind of twisted. We can work with that. For now, I'm gonna draw it in red so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Let's see. Which way should be holding this? Probably with the long part. This way. That should not be there. That should be here. There we go. revisit the eyes here. I can make these black now. Kind of give her an expression. Do I want her to be looking toward the viewer? Oh wow, that looks cross-eyed as well. This is what happens when I don't know what to do. I just kind of end up dallying a bit. Okay, it's gonna be kind of hard to make her look at the viewer. So I can go that way, or I can have her kind of looking that way. Let's flip it around. See what I think. Obviously, a lot of things are pretty wrong here. But I'm just kind of concerning myself with the overall pose. And at the moment, it still doesn't particularly look like her either. But I think I can see it in the movement. I think what's bothering me is that it looks like her body's kind of moving away from where she's looking, whereas I think I want to bend her toward where she's looking. And then fix that arm. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Oh yeah. Probably. Oh, it's fine. I probably should have locked the shadow layer since I didn't actually want that to move. But I forgot, and it's not really that big a deal. So I just have a couple of things that I'm gonna need to fix. That's fine. I'm not sure if the legs are going to be relevant at all, but it'll help me figure out where everything should go, so. I want both legs to just be straight. No, I do think it does look better with the bent knee. A little bit more graceful. So sorry if I get a little bit quiet. Sometimes I kind of have to sit and think. I'm trying to kind of just say out loud exactly what I'm thinking about while I figure out everything I want to do with this pose. Because right now, it doesn't quite have enough ninja in it for me to be happy. Maybe should do something like this skirt. Like, yes, clearly, if you're not happy with your pose, just put more ninjas in it. Then everything will work out. Maybe I don't want the head moving the opposite direction. There are pros and cons. But no, I think I prefer it the other direction. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna try tilting her body a little bit more in that direction. I do think that helped. Really go for the flippy stuff. Everything extra flippy. Oh yeah. Not enough flippy. That was the problem. Exaggerate harder. Put more flip. It tends to be how it goes, especially with this style that uses as little as possible to get things done. I do think I have the head a little bit too far over. Okay. No, we do not need to do 3D rotation, Krita. 2D is fine. Do I like this arm going down here? Or do I want it to be more out? I don't know what I want to do with this arm, honestly. Okay. I want to do a little bit more with her lower body. Kinda turn it a little further this way. As you can see right now, I still have no idea where things connect or how any of this is gonna work, but it's fine. Totally fine. It does not matter. And then I can just kind of do shadowy stuff with the leg here, where it's kind of coming out. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. I think this is probably good enough for an initial sketch. Just kind of need to figure out where everything's gonna go. Let's flip her around a little. Can't really have proper flippy shit when she just like parallels the canvas. That's just... no, that's just not gonna fly. It's not gonna work, man. So I think before I can get too much further, I'm just gonna have to spend some time looking through inspiration and other images to figure out exactly how I want the shadow to be shaped. Because right now, I really like the idea of her hair kind of melding with it and it being unclear which part is hair and which part is the shadow she's coming out of. But that's the only idea I have. So in the end, it's going to be somewhat hair-like. But I just need some more time to think about it, and that's going to be pretty hard to do on stream. So I think I will just end that here, and I guess from here on out, we're not drawing Manticore from Arknights, we're drawing Ines from Arknights. So, thank you all for coming. If you'd like me to take a look at any of your creative work, whether that be art, writing, coding, game design, any creative pursuit you can think of, feel free to message me on Twitter or Instagram, or just add me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll take a look and maybe leave some comments. So, see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.